So welcome to tonight's session. We'll talk about loyalty. Now loyalty is something that I actually really do demand in my life because of all the betrayal. That's before this 4-year period. Could you imagine how I feel about people being disloyal to people? I can't stand it. Because I actually wouldn't do that to a soul. I wouldn't do, but we've got to talk about how there's no loyalty within the dark. Yeah, because there isn't. Not on the dark side, and actually, quite in fact, there's not much on the light side, especially in the spiritual community in London, the London spiritual community, because many people within that knew at the time what was happening to me and actually said and did nothing. So they're not light people, do you get me? And it's everywhere. It's not just in spiritual communities, and it's certainly not just fucking in the UK or in Ireland, or it's in Ireland, it's probably in a lot of them. But I'm specifically talking about London because that's where all these people are. That's what they've done to me. You know what I mean? Darkness is actually existing in everywhere. Sure, you don't have to look at the Catholic Church to see that. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, not just picking on the London spiritual community, it just happens all these people are in the London spiritual community, alleged, and most of them are calling themselves spiritualists. Spiritualists don't go on like this, yeah, okay, so that's just a front, it's just a front to hide who you really are, but hey ho. So, yeah, so none of them were helping me, but look, I don't give a fuck. That community is full of darkness, so I have to talk about this. I know some people are getting triggered about it, but at the end of the day, if you're not able for it, don't watch. It's not simple. I don't force people to watch me. I'm not going posting this on your page. Go watch me! No, I don't give a fuck. Watch me, don't watch me. Love me, hate me. It's not my problem. And I won't lose any sleep over it. That's a fact. I won't lose any sleep over it. Okay, so last Friday night, I was taken away for a weekend. Now, Mark hacking my business phone. He knew I was going away with my new man. Now the first person he told was Rena, okay? And they did a range of magic on me. Like it's their business anyway. But the range of magic on me to bring, one of them was to bring on my period. Like, come on, like, do you know what I mean? They bring on my fucking period, yeah? The second thing was for this man to dump me, yeah? And for me not to go. Yeah. What I want. Certainly didn't get me fucking period, but hey ho, see you any day, please God. Not to go, yeah. So this is the question mark, Arena. I want other people to think about this as well, because fuck, we all gotta need to think like. They were both equally trying to stop me having some fun. Why? Was that your business? You know what I mean? Like, my love and sex life, what has it got to do with either of you? Do you know what I mean? Like, how long am I broke up with Ian's dad? Very long time. Now that man, and I spent 6 years with him, wouldn't even try to interfere in my love and sex life. So for 2 months with a man I slept with 4 times in 2 months, and then the one he cheated on me with thinks I have some sort of a right of saying that. You know what I mean? No. Okay, you've got no right to interfere in mine, because I wouldn't even interfere in your fucking lives, yeah? Now, I wasn't doing anything to them. I wasn't doing anything to the two of you when you're out being swingers everywhere. Did I? Do you know what I mean? Did I? No, I knew about it. I knew what you were getting up to. It's none of my business. You see, I know when something's my business and when something's not my business. If something's not my business, it's not my business. It's not your business, yeah? So, they feel they have some sort of a right to dictate my life. You don't. You don't! You get me? Do you hear that? You don't. Anyway, I had to reverse all of that before I left, as my guides told me straight away. And I went on to my 5-star hotel in Cork for some fun weekend, and it was fun. And I actually had a lot of fun. I laughed so much, besides other things. I really had a good laugh. So Rena trots off to bed Friday fucking night to herself, and Mark still wasn't very content with that. No, he wasn't content with that magic. Oh yeah, he was seething. Actually, fucking fuming, that's what I wrote. Our shared ancestors told me, fuming. They clairvoyantly showed me a picture of his face, and he wasn't happy. And he's not happy, were you, Mark? You weren't happy at all. And as I said last night, that Mark likes to moan to people, so who did he call? He didn't call the Ghostbusters. It's your four zeros, I said that. No, he called his soul sister Louise. Yeah. And him and Louise had a conversation on the phone for 20 minutes, didn't he? Where you plotted and planned what black magic, extra black magic, the two of you were going to do on this. Now, there's another one jumping in like it's a business, but it's not a fucking business anyway. It's 20 minutes on the phone with black magic they would both do on me and him, right? The reasons was to get me to return home the next morning, you know, I was going away for the weekend. Now, how would they have not known I was going away for 1 night or 2 nights? Only fair. He saw what I got on my phone because my phone was fucking hacked, you see? So, there we have it. So, we have a second bitch that thinks that my love and sex life is her business. No, your love life and sex life is your business, and it's probably not existent now anyway, but it's none of my business, you see, Louise. None of my fucking business. We all know she do say anything for Mark. She too saw how very upset he was that I'd moved on from him. Yeah, very upset that I moved on from him and wasn't sitting waiting on this fool any longer. Yeah, because his ego truly fooled him and her. Like, because seriously, it's none of your fucking business. My God, a lot of it was for me to really wake up and vomit first thing in the morning and not stop for the entire day. To wake up with an awful red, itchy rash, spots, lumps, boils all over my face. So I truly look like an ugly witch. And that is their wordings that had to be reversed. Now, an ugly witch, you're not a fucking ugly witch. Yeah? Like beauty is truly about a person. When I think of someone beauty, it's their heart and their soul. And believe me, you ain't got none. Yeah? So I actually call you ugly, but it's not how you look. It's really what's inside of you, yeah? So they wanted me to wake up and look like an ugly witch, yeah? So he wouldn't want to be with me and he would dump me, etc, etc, etc. They also put as well, like, honour your union to him. Right? That was one thing really pissed me fucking off. One-sided fucking union that I don't want to be in, because like being like having a Siamese twin, you just want to cut it off, do you know what I mean? Because it's hampering you, you know what I mean? Like having a Siamese twin. No fucking offence to Siamese twins. It's not about that, but it's still, you know what I mean? Imagine trying the Siamese twins want to have sex and other ones just standing there watching it. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of feels a little bit like this. Even though he's not conjoined to me, he still wants to know about this sort of shit. Fuck off. Simple as. Fuck off. But that is not the best bit here. No, that's not the best bit, is it, Mark Louise? That's not the best bit. This is really fun. I don't think other people might find this fucking very funny, but hey ho. Well, not the two that are involved, but this is what Mark and Louise did, yeah? So they also done a confusion spell on me. But they also carved the following. Listen up, Rena and Fuzzy. Listen to this. Blame Rena and Mark's sister Fuzzy. Well, they didn't say Fuzzy. Blame Rena and Mark's sister for this. Believe it was them and reverse it to them. So Mark and Louise had his plan, have me wake up like that, and then when I go to reverse it, it wouldn't go back to the two of them. It would go to them to go to Rena and his sister. And then they'd be like the two innocent people. Oh God, what happened to you? Really trying to set you up there, yeah? But you see, so like, I want to ask you, Fuzzy and Rena, did you wake up Saturday morning with any of those symptoms? No, I don't think so, because I didn't reverse it back to you. Nope. But Rena, when you video called Mark on that Saturday morning, did he have all these all over his face? Did he? Now you know why he had these all over his face. And now you know why I felt everything being done to me. Like, for how long? I was blaming you two for this. Because this is what those sneaky fucking snakes were doing. And they clearly have been doing it for a very long time. For me to blame the two of you when it's been them. Now, there's no doubt you two have been doing black magic on me. I fucking know that. But now I'm really starting to question how much of that was actually ye. 0909 if I said that. How much of that was actually ye? And it wasn't them. And they put that in a candle for you to be blamed. That's nice, Mark and Louise, isn't it? Oh, you're fucking cunts as well. Yeah, so this even gets better. This is to tell you how fucking malicious Mark is and clearly a jealous fucker. So you blame them for everything that you did that night. So, with no sign of me coming back Saturday, because let's face it, he's paying me neighbour to watch me, yeah? He changed his tactics Saturday. Fucking wasn't impressed his magic wasn't working. Only on him, of course, and Louise. He done black magic on Eileen then. didn't you, Mark? To text me and beg me and demand that I come home because she misses me and doesn't like to be away from me. You see, this fool was still using, I need a separation anxiety from my mother. I'll demand. Now, listen here. There's no, my 13-year-old daughter won't demand and tell me what to do. My daughter doesn't control me, Mark. Yeah? Either do you. Her father wouldn't even do something like this. Do you know what I mean? This is what I can't understand. 2 months, 4 shitty puppy shags I got off you. And you think you've a right to control my life? You think you've a right to do this? Get the fuck, you freak. You know right. Anyway, so yeah. So he was using her separation anxiety against me. Mark, I've long healed that within my daughter. But you wouldn't know that, Mark, yeah? You wouldn't know because you're not a part of our lives, thank fuck. And you as a parent of a problematic child yourself, you don't do any healing on her or yourself. So how would you know that I'm not healing my daughter? Isn't that the job of healers, to heal themselves? And if you see your daughter with an issue, fucking hell, don't you heal and help your daughter or your son or whatever? Or someone else's child as a healer? Don't you do that? Why didn't you do that? Idiot. So you're some healer. But you see, that wasn't going to work. Number one, because we knew what you were doing. And number two, she doesn't got separation anxiety anymore. That was so long ago, 4 years ago. People heal. They grow. They evolve. My daughter's evolved more than you in these 4 years, you fucking retard. Anyway, it's not about abusing you, but I'm actually getting quite fucking angry with you to think you'd use something like that. That'll tell you how malicious you are. You're sick. Yeah? So, when Rena and Mark's sister, Fuzzy, this is the best bit, because this is bringing me on to the next bit about your problematic daughter that you're doing nothing about, by the way, yeah? So, when Rena and Mark's sister, they both concocted up this list, and in Mark's words, oh, that's for a brilliant list. So they had a brilliant list, and they're his words, to send my daughter off the rails, you listening? To get on drugs, heroin, to run away, to get pregnant, to be raped and groomed. He jumped on this list to be used against my 11-year-old daughter at the time. 11, lads. 11. But what was this delusional fool didn't know was, because he hasn't got a fucking clue, that at that time, this list was an old list, Mark. It was new to you, but it was an old list, because I knew that list. Do you know how I know that list, Mark? Because I reversed it off your daughter for long enough. Many times I reversed that off your daughter. So that's how I know that list inside out, Mark. It's not a new list for Eileen. That was created for your daughter. Because they were the ones doing it on your daughter. Now, want to go back to that list, yeah? Go off the rails, get on drugs, heroin, to run away, get pregnant, raped and groomed. Whose life did that manifest in? Because it's not my daughter's. And it never will be. Yeah? They were doing it on your daughter for long before that. But you see, you had a clue. Right? They were also putting that dirty symbol on her and her mother. And I was removing it off of both of them. I was removing that off your ex-wife too. I was. Your daughter's life, no life. I removed them off of both of them. I was protecting his daughter from his then wife and sister to stop what they both wanted for her. Because this is what they wanted for her daughter, for his daughter. I was reversing this for a long time. Anyway, a 15-year-old child she was at the time. Now, I actually spoke to Mark. I didn't tell him everything, as he wouldn't believe me. If I had told him that this was being done 14, if I had told him, Mark, the one that you're cheating on me with is doing this list on your daughter and so is your sister, he wouldn't believe me. I would be told to fuck off, but I don't fucking care. Anyway, so I didn't tell him that. All I said to him was, I didn't tell him anything, as I would have been believed, because anything said about his precious Rena wouldn't have been believed. No, Rena the prostitute, it wouldn't have been believed. So all I did tell him was that I was sending her healing. Okay, Mark knows I told him that. I told him that. And Mark's response to me when I said I was sending his daughter healing, then I don't know if I can do the same facial expression because I don't have that in me. I never asked you to send it to her. Remember, Mark? Do you remember that? In a very angry tone towards me. I never asked you. 99% of other people would have actually turned around and said, thank you. Thanks, Emily. Well, no, not Mark. I never asked you. Still today, never thanked me, but I didn't do it for thanks. Done it because your child needed it. But you as a healer, you didn't know. You didn't know she needed a bit of healing, no? Amazing. Anyway, so yeah. So he was quite angry I was helping his daughter. I have no idea. Anyway, how come you didn't pick up what they were doing to your daughter, Mark? Just like, tell me how you didn't pick that up, yeah? How did you not know that black magic was being done on her? You had a reference for her. You had a reference for fucking longer. You're born into this fucking life, yeah? She was getting out of control. How did you not say that, Mark? Like, how come a father and a parent, you didn't see this happening to her? I'm going to ask Nina's mother the same question. How come you didn't see what was going on under your own roof? Why didn't you see it? Granted, you don't have any psychic ability, so Mark should have been the one who should have psychically picked this up, but, you know, he was in the fucking UK. She was under your roof. Why didn't he see what was going on there? There was nobody protecting that child, only me. At that time, nobody. These disastrous parents were too busy with their own sex lives and social lives to give a fuck what was being done to their daughter. You're very selfish parents, let me tell you that. And at the same time, Mark got her, his 15-year-old daughter, to join his now dying coven that was set up purely to attack me and Eileen. He was so focused at this time, I didn't know, he was so focused on ruining me and Eileen's life that he couldn't see they were ruining his own daughter's life. Focused Amy, Eileen, Ireland, destroy them. What the fuck were they doing to your daughter all along? You didn't see it. You took your eye off the ball. I was on the wrong child there, Mark. I don't need anyone keeping an eye on my child. There's nothing wrong with my eyes. My daughter comes first, by the way. Always did and always fucking will. Every one of those things on Eileen's list has happened to his daughter. It happened. The reason it happened, because I was protecting her. I was reversing it. And I was taking that energy for her and his ex-wife. They weren't doing it to Darren. At that point in time, I didn't even know Darren was my own son. They were just your two kids that I was watching out for, because you weren't. Let's face it, you weren't. But you see, the divine ordered me to stop. I was told to stop protecting her. You know why I was told to stop protecting her? Because if I wasn't told to stop protecting her, this wouldn't happen to her. It wouldn't happen to her. But I was told to stop protecting her. Because at this time, Mark began to pay his daughter to torture us both, me and Eileen. So I wasn't allowed to protect her anymore because she was doing black magic on us. You paid her to do black magic. You literally paid for this to happen to her because I couldn't no longer protect her. And you weren't protecting any of your kids. You still not. You were equally responsible for what happened to your daughter in God's eyes. Because she would have had protection if you hadn't fucking paid her and got her to come attack me and Eileen, innocent people. You were responsible for what happened to your daughter. I'm telling you that now. At this stage of the game, he already had one coven member dead for attacking me. When you encouraged her to join, what kind of a parent puts their child in the firing line of my ancestors especially? I don't know anyone else's but mine. My God. And you still have her there. You still have her there in the firing line of my ancestors. Knowing full well that God isn't playing about with me and Eileen. There's over 8 people now dead from that coven and the Freemasons, all dead. And he's still not stopping his daughter attacking us. I cannot be killed, nor Eileen cannot be killed. Cannot be killed. Do you understand? Wasting your time. But every one of you is fair game. Even all of you together, you're not a match for my energy. After 4 years, give it up. Give it up. Your daughter's to not stop attacking us too. But now she's not a child. She's 18. She's an adult now. And she's still not stopped. So, right now, she is responsible for what she does to us. She's not just doing black magic on me and my daughter 2020, as I said that. She's not just doing black magic on me and my daughter. She's actually she's doing black magic on both her parents. Yeah, wake up, your daughter's doing black magic on you, yeah. And very childish, really. You know, when I was told what she's doing, like, I actually kind of worry about, you know, the maturity level here. Because, well, no, I'm going to tell you, you probably agree with me. It's very childish what she's doing at her age. She's actually doing black magic on you to get remarried. After being separated this long and divorced. Like, me and I wouldn't even do something like that. She fucking knows I wouldn't go back with her dad, but we're so long apart, like, what the fuck? Yeah, so she's doing black magic and need to get remarried again, yeah? And for you to move back to Ireland, Mark, and to move into their family home so you can all be a family together again. Delusional, Mark, come on. Come on, even if, well, actually, no. Yeah, so she's also doing this on her own mother, but for your ex-wife to be absolutely obsessed with you and getting you back and to watch me. So, Mark, you want to start reversing this and get your ex-wife away from me. Yeah, I protected her for long enough. I'm not doing it anymore. So, it's up to you. Get back with your ex-wife. I don't fucking care. Keep them away from me. You keep away from me. And keep everything connected to you away from me. Because, like, even today alone, black magic hasn't stopped. So it's time to start acting. You two. You want to start acting as fucking parents. And start doing some parenting with her. Because your child is 18, but she's clearly needs some sort of help. And I'm not being smart about that. If that's the mindset, if that's the black magic, you think of the mindset. 18 or something, she's very troubled. And you're her parents. And if you don't help her, who the fuck else is going to help her? She too, so you listen up, Nina, because I know you'll be watching this. You are getting warned now, Nina. I don't like have to do this. I don't like to be in this position. I honest to God, lads. I don't like to be in this position, Nina, to have to warn you. But I have to give you a warning from the divine. You, Nina, are to stop doing black magic on me and my daughter. And if you don't stop, Nina, you, like the rest of them, will pay with your life. So please, I'm begging you to stop. I can reverse it. It's easy enough. I don't want to see you losing your life over this. I don't want to see one person losing their life. Because really and truly, am I worth your life, Nina? Mark, Louise, Paul, the rest of you do. Am I really worth your life? Do you have that little value of life that you think I'm more important? Come on, for fuck's sake. Come on, lads. Wake up, will you? Wake up before you're fucking dead. It's actually that fucking series here. Wake up before you're dead, yeah? Because this is going on too long now. And your ex-wife, Mac, doesn't understand about energy or energy work. She don't understand it, but you do. You understand this energy work. So that's why the divine is making you, Mark, to stop her right now while she's still alive. This is Nina's final warning and yours final warning, Mark, to get her to stop. Because if she doesn't, that is the reality. And that's not on my fucking child's life. It's not something I want to see for anybody's child, right? And especially even if she's an adult, she's the mind of a child. Come on, listen to that black magic she's doing. That's not to someone with the mentality of 18 years of age. I had more mentality, I'd say, at 12. And I'm not being smart about that. I had. Okay? I had. She has to stop attacking us, Mark. You're the one who can stop her. Your ex-wife can't fucking stop her. She hasn't got a fucking clue about fucking energy at all. Now, we're going to... So now we're going to talk about the worst father in the universe. Paul. And how he's tricked his son and daughter into attacking and killing me. And he will leave my fortune that he stole to them, he would leave it equally to them both. Isn't that what he told you? He's a fucking liar. That's when you know he's a liar. But, Paul, what about the 2 Filipino children you have at the housemaid? The old-time lover. What about the 2 kids you have with her? You brought both of these illegitimate children. Now, all my life, I'm 41, it's not a word I like to use. This is the word that divine has given me to use, illegitimate children. Like, my daughter's an illegitimate child, I wasn't married, so I don't like to use that word personally, but this is the word I've been told to use. Like, honest to God, I don't like that word. But this is, I have to say these things, okay? You bought both of those Filipino children you had with that Filipino woman, you bought them both houses out of my money, Paul. Now, you best inform those 2 children that I would be having those properties seized from them, yeah. And they best find somewhere else to live, because I'm not here to support your children, whether they're the ones born inside of marriage or outside of a marriage. I'm not here to support them. And don't bother, Paul, don't bother doing fucking spaghetti on your son and daughter not to believe about these 2 kids, because it was actually Mark that told me 4 years ago about these 2, yeah. And both of them know. Both of them know, Mark. Or both of them know Paul, okay? But what they don't know, listen up, they don't know about the other child's. The other child's different mother, of course. Now, this child does carry your surname. The 2 Filipinos don't. But this child carries your same surname. The cursed surname, that is, yeah, of yours. This one, he tells people, is his favourite daughter, Fuzzy. He has another daughter, and he introduces her as his favourite daughter. How does that feel for you, huh? You see how he protects his daughter, Fuzzy? And doesn't get her involved in this shady shit that can get her locked up or get you involved. He doesn't want her to go to prison, Fuzzy. He doesn't give a fuck about you 2. He don't give a fuck about either of you. Unlike you 2, but that's not all your father's plot against you 2. Do you know the apartment he bought you in the Queensland, Fuzzy, out of my money? Yeah, you know that apartment? That apartment, I know it's nice, is nothing but a mere shack compared to the mansion he's bought in Blackrock for her. In fact, the mansion is 4 houses away from his. He has his favourite daughter living 4 doors away from him in a mansion. It's not all. You better inform her too, Paul. She better look for somewhere else to live as soon as possible. Okay? As time is running out here. So Mark and Fuzzy, if you think I'm lying, which I'm, not lying. If you think I'm lying, you don't believe me, why don't you ask your daddy to email you on his last will and testament, and you will clearly see hers and those 2 other children with the Filipino are not only named on it, but he has left his fortune, my fortune, 5 things. He has left that between those 3 children. You and Mark are not even in it. Or your other sister that has not got to do anything. So, you both know he's quite nifty on his phone, sending this, sending that, money transfers. You know what I mean? For a man of his age, he's pretty fucking nifty on the phone. So, if what I'm saying isn't true, and I'm lying, well then, Paul, you'll send them on to them, won't you? Don't say you can't access it, Paul. You will send on your last will and testament to Mark and Fuzzy tonight, and you will show them that they're not on it. And there's 2 Filipino children dying, and there's another girl with your surname on it. Yeah? You need to send that to them right now, Paul. So, none of his 3 children by his wife, your mother, are in it. Either are any of his grandkids. I will inform you, those other 3 kids don't have kids. So, the only kids he has is from your mother. And none of them are on it either. So you 2, Mark and Fuzzy. You truly got fooled the most by him. Well, as I already said, don't get too mad, because it's not his anyway to leave to anybody. It's mine. And I'm getting back every penny, every single penny is coming back to me, because that's what the divine has ordered. So, I'll still look at it though. And maybe go 4 doors down and see the house that his favourite daughter's living in. The daughter he don't know nothing about. The daughter he introduces to people is the favourite daughter. You're a secret on man pod, ain't you? Now, this was wrote out earlier on today, yeah? Wrote out earlier on today. And then, just one sec. Yeah. And then, I had to reverse magic. Now, at the end of the day, Rena's been flat out today, haven't you, Rena girl? But you see, Rena and Fuzzy don't get a warning about the black magic of me and Eileen, because their death warrant is already signed. They've had the warnings, you know what I mean? Nina, you're the only one that actually has a hope here. Don't do any more black magic, please. I'm actually really pleading with you. I'm pleading with you to save your life. I'm actually serious. I'm trying to save your life here, okay? Again. But you see, so I had this already done. And then my guys told me I have to reverse magic from Louise. Stop mentioning my name in the truth bombs now, Louise. I don't know what you're doing. I don't give a fuck either. You don't like it. If you didn't do anything to me, Louise, I wouldn't have to mention it, yeah? Now, why don't you fuck off and stop watching them if you have a problem? Yeah? If you're getting triggered, don't watch. Yeah? It's your own fault, Louise. You keep doing these things to me. And don't think for one minute I don't know about your fake profile on my my Facebook. Don't think I don't know about that, Louise. Because I know about that. See, and it's on there for a fucking purpose. You know what I mean? I think you underestimate intelligence. I think actually all of you very much underestimate intelligence by, oh, I'm not here to fuck about my intelligence or what intelligence I have and what intelligence I don't have. Do you know what I mean? None of these things, little things bother me. But you see, Louise, and the die of cancer, Eileen. No, listen. You got warned, Louise. Again, there's no more warnings for you. So I reverse that back to you and to your mother. Yeah? Because let's just face it, this energy's not staying on my chest. How dare you? You're not the only one that didn't warn. You didn't heed your warning. You've done black magic too, Mark, haven't you? You're addicted. At least Lee hasn't done black magic on me and my daughter. You haven't stopped masturbating on my pictures, Lee, have you? There's no more warnings. There's no more warnings for any of you. Only Nina. Please, Nina. I'm really pleading with you not to do this. Because I wouldn't get any satisfaction to know that you've passed away. You think I get satisfaction? I don't get satisfaction actually of anybody passing away. I just want to be able to live a peaceful life and my daughter to have a peaceful life. But if you actually don't stop what you're doing, you're getting in the way of me and my daughter living a peaceful life, you have to be taken now. But you won't stop. But there's no more warnings for this. This is your last chance, Mark, to stop your daughter. You're here first.